All right, this is out now. Tell us about And Then We Rise, and why right now? Why did you release this book now?
So I wanted this book to like be something that spoke to people who really want to make some type of change in their lives, but may not know how to. And you know, I always thought loving myself and taking care of myself was one of the most valuable gifts that I've been given. And a lot of times when I speak it, some people may not know what I mean. So I wanted to give something practical that people could be very clear. The book is an easy read. It just like give recipes, give workouts, give playlists, talk about therapy, and just break it down in a way that's very tangible. And I wanted to do it now because a lot of times, of recent times, I've had friends that ask me about. I could be at dinner with them. They ask me, "Well, why did you choose to be vegan?" Or they'll talk about their diet, and I can tell their curiosity is something that, is they want to know what this is about, what that lifestyle is about. And then also during the pandemic, I just had people reaching out to me, asking me what supplements and stuff to take, even a doctor friend of mine.
Okay.
So I was like, I want to share this information. And during the pandemic also, I started doing workouts online. And so many people after those workouts came to me like I would see them in different cities and they would say, man, those workouts were like getting me through sometimes the pandemic. I would work out online with you. I was like, this stuff is like, I've had access to things that I wanted to share with people. This book is less about my life, but it's more about the reader and how they can just be better and be greater and, find their path in that way.
Well, I'm so happy you did this.
Thank
One
you.
thing that I was so shocked to learn, because Pretty Girl Sweat, we have 30 college chapters nationwide, and we're always educating students on how to be health leaders on campus. So they run Pretty Girl Sweat events. The entire curriculum is based on a poet that you also named your book based on. So let's talk a little bit about that and then why the name And Then We Rise.
Yes, so Dr. Maya Angelou wrote the poem Still I Rise, which has been one of the most influential writers in my life. Dr. Angelou has been. That poem was something I remember from when I was young. Just it stuck with me. And as I was writing the book, I was, Dr. Angelou, some stories came up about Dr. Angelou that, where I was talking about, it was really dealing with the mind and developing that. But I started to think about how, and then we rise, like self-love and taking care of self is actually a community act. It's because the greater you are within yourself, the better you are for your family, for your loved ones, for your community. It's just being an example of that. Just when you walk in a room, if you really, like when you've been taking care of yourself, I can tell, when you take care of yourself, it means something. Or if you like in a space where all that's going on in the world and you could bring some type of joy and light to something, you're affecting people in a real good way. And I think I looked at this as a way of, it's part of the revolution for me. Like, it's like for us to take care of ourselves, we build our communities and we combating against all the negative forces that's out there that's been oppressing us, the negative news that's out there. Like, it's like fighting that negative mental diet, all of it. So for me, it was about, I'm taking care of myself, but we also rise as I take care of myself. So that's why it's like, and then we rise. It's a community thing.
I love that. I love that. So as soon as the books came in, I just dove in. I'm already past the food section,
really?
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so working out is essential, but what do you eat before a workout and what do you eat post-workout?
Right. So I don't like to eat a lot before a workout. I'm a person that sometimes in the morning, I'll take my vitamins and supplements, which I take sometimes spirulina and chlorella. I have a pea protein that I like after workouts. Before the workouts, the only thing I truly put in my body is the supplements, water, and some green drinks. Some people, I understand, and this is why I want to be very clear with this book and with everyone that, like, you got to do the things that work for you. Like, it's not, What I'm sharing is not like, yo, this is it, and this is the only way to your joy and to your healthy lifestyle and your wellness. No, it's like you start figuring out the things that work for your body. That's what I did. Things that work for my mind. Like meditation might not work for somebody, but it worked for me, and I don't do it a long time. So my point is, I don't before the workout, I don't really eat a lot. I drink my green drinks, take my shots like turmeric, and then I'm into it. But after, I want something. So I get the protein, and then I'll get into eating whatever breakfast, which I usually like a little granola. I like, avocado toast is something that I eat. And if I'm like on this, I just want to eat something like this, I'm on a day where I'm feeling more loose, then I'll eat my, like a veggie sandwich where it's like a breakfast sandwich where it's like veggie meat and, bread and all that. But normally I'm staying with the fruits and the avocado toast and a little granola.
Okay, all right. So
What do you eat after?
A lot of the same things you said. I definitely will have either a green smoothie.
Yeah.
I'll do like avocado toast. I'm gonna put an egg on mine.
Yeah, I ain't mad. Listen.
You know what I'm saying? But I do love avocado toast. Oatmeal, I also love with fruit.
I love
inside of it
oatmeal.
too. Yeah.
I would It's funny when I have a lot to do, I would make sure I get some oatmeal after the workout too sometimes, because you do need that energy, and especially after a workout. So, but I want to say, look, egg, I'm not knocking. Whatever you choose to eat, just be aware and and make it balanced. To me is what I'm saying. It's like vegan is not for everybody. Or even as a vegan, if I eat a bunch of fried vegan foods, it's not just as bad as me eating something else, to be honest, that's not good. So ultimately it's not just like, oh, let's be vegan and you're just healthy. It's just like removing certain things from your diet, adding greens to your diet, removing that white sugar. That white sugar is no good. And the more and more people realize that our foods actually affect and are helpful to being preventative towards diseases, the more they can help towards healing. Like, I just want to say, like, I've had a cousin who was dealing with lupus, and she was close to death, and her doctor was really like giving her as much of the medicine and prescriptions as they could. And the doctor said, you know what? I want you to eat raw for a month, eat raw foods for a month. After 3 weeks, they could barely detect the lupus. And it was only thing that changed in her life was her diet. And that was a disease that she was close to death. And her doctor told her, the same doctor that was like, take this medicine, said, listen, I need you to eat raw for. So those are the type of examples that lets me know how powerful the foods are that we eat. And I saw it in my life just by removing certain things, adding certain things to my diet. I was like clearer, I was more powerful, I had more energy, and I was like, wow, I don't need to read another book about this, because I don't even have to talk to anybody. I know by the way I feel and the way I'm thinking right now that this is effective.
Wow. Listen, that's powerful stuff. So if you're heading to the gym and you don't have this one thing in your gym bag, and you're going back home because you don't have it, what's that thing?
I mean, for me, it's probably my water or my juices, because I need something in there that's I need some like liquid or something, because I'm sweating and stuff. So I want that. That's the one thing. Otherwise, that's the only thing I really take with me to the gym. Because I know people take music, and a lot of people use music, and I use it when I'm in certain areas. But sometimes I'm working out in gyms, it's like hotel gyms, so I can't play my music as the way I want to. And I know you could do it in the headphones, but I kind of like being loose. So I'll turn on, sports. One thing I always want in the gym is a TV that has ESPN. That's what I do like.
Of course. And last question, when you hear the words Pretty Girl Sweat, what do they mean to you?
For me, it brings up something that shows like empowerment for women. It shows it feels like Black excellence in a way that's like we are taking care of ourselves, our bodies, and I know it can extend beyond Black, but because I just think of Black women in that Pretty Girl Sweat, like phrase. And, you know, I think of women like loving themselves and beautiful women taking care of themselves. I really like the name Pretty Girl Sweat. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. This is
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations again on the release of your book.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait for everybody to get it.
Yeah, check it out.
She'll get your copy. All right,
Thank you.